We will chill all the guns of the foe and still get ready. Airborne from skies of blue. Heading the goal. We're coming. Make your jumps and take your bows today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachute.
And today on Have a Knife Day, we're going to be talking about one of my Medford knives. Now, this one is known as the Fighter and is Greg Medford's tribute to the iconic K-bar knife of World War II. He decided that he wanted to build it with modern materials. Now, I have a video already of this knife with the links in the descriptions. Please do check that out. But what we're here doing today is I got this some new shoes. Because the way I like to wear my shirts, the leather sheath is fantastic, but I do not usually wear my shirts tucked in, so there was an issue with the way I carry it, since I wear a t-shirt usually, and I didn't want the t-shirt to cover up the handle of the knife for legal reasons, of course. So I went over to my go-to source, Mica at Black Bear Custom Kydex. Mica is a fellow Army vet, and I have done many, many projects. Now, on some of the other projects we have done, we have added this. So you open this up, and what that does is expose a portion of the blade so you can cut twine. That's right. How convenient is that? Now, in the process of getting this all done, originally it just had a leather loop, but I found that the knife and the way it carries its weight would go out from my body and kind of present, which is not good. So I talked to Mica. I said, hey, Mica, what can we do? Well, we came up with this. There is a Kydex plate here, and that reinforces it and does not allow it to bend out and present. And this sits nice and tight up against my body. So it's not all flopping around, and it's exactly where it can be. So at the same time, if you wanted a little bit more belt loop, well, you can go up. So all of this here, he let me, he did put some holes into this, and then I came in because I do some leather work myself. And then I positioned everything I needed to make everything work. And then when that comes to you from Mica, that sucker's in there nice and tight. The Kydex retention is fantastic. So you can either take yourself a heat gun if you have one, or maybe a hair dryer, warm up the Kydex a little bit, bend it out, and you'll be able to customize your retention to your needs. And then it goes in like that. No rattling. Nope. Now, when you open up this window, and you will see the blade exposed. So this is for if you desire to cut twine or paracord. You don't necessarily need to take the knife out of the sheath to do so. You can just pop open a window. And this also aids in, if you get wet, just open it up and you can drain it out. There you go. So another fine project from Mica. Now, Mica also has a video of this knife and sheath, and I'll put the link for that in the descriptions. I've had sheaths made by many people, but by far, Mica has been my go-to guy. Very reasonably priced. Turnaround time is very reasonable also, because, when I get a hot idea in my head, it's, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. So I get all hot and bothered, and I want to get it done in a timely manner because I want to come over and wear it on my hip and show it to you. So what do you think? Have you ever thought about getting a Medford knife? They are great. They are built to be used and abused, and that's fantastic, especially if you're in a battlefield situation or what have you. You don't want to have to worry about your knife not being able to stand up to whatever you need to do. Well, thank you so much for spending time here with me today. Remember, we do have an Etsy store with the links in the descriptions, of course. And as always, have a knife day.
We will send parachutes, all the guns of the force. Get ready. Airborne from skies of blue. Heading the glow. We're coming. Make your jumps and take your bows today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachutes, get all those gliders ready to attack today. Hook up or we'll be gone. Pouring our check into the dawn. At station time to fight them all. The 82nd way.